Hi guys, how are you? Does anybody want to come up here by me? You seem so far away. A few of you may come up here if you'd like. I'd sure like some company. Here, you can sit right up on there, right on the grass, on the edge. Awesome. Are you having fun?
Yeah.
Staying warm? So my name is Betsy.
Hi.
And I'm going to read a couple of books here to you guys today. Have any of you read the book The Day the Crayons Quit?
No. Yes.
Some of you have. Do you like it?
Yes.
Can you help me? So here's the cover.
I read this one. I also had this.
You've read that one too?
Yeah.
Okay.
I read this one too.
Would you like to hear it again?
Yes.
Okay, good. We are going to read The Day the Crayons Quit. Okay, one day in class, Duncan went to take out his crayons and found a stack of letters with his name on them. What do you think those letters said? Let's find out. You do?
The crayons are saying that they quit, I think.
Hey Duncan, it's me, Red Crayon. Here, I'll show you the pages so you guys can just sit if you want, okay? I'll show you the pictures. Hey Duncan, it's me, Red Crayon. We need to talk. You make me work harder than any of your other crayons. All year long, I wear myself out coloring fire engines, apples, strawberries, and everything else that's red. I even work on holidays. I have to color all the Santas at Christmas and all the hearts on Valentine's Day. I need a rest. Your overworked friend, who?
Red crayon.
Red Crayon. Dear Duncan, here, see you? Dear Duncan, all right, listen. I love that I'm your favorite crayon for grapes, dragons, and wizards' hats, but it makes me crazy that so much of my gorgeous color goes outside the lines. If you don't start coloring inside the line soon, I'm going to completely lose it. Your very neat friend, Purple Crayon. You guys see it okay? All right. Purple Crayon is a little cranky, isn't he? Okay, here's the picture for this one. Dear Duncan, I'm tired of being called light brown or dark tan because I am neither. I am beige and I am proud. I'm also tired of being second place to Mr. Brown Crayon. It's not fair that Brown gets all the bears, ponies, and puppies, while the only things I get are turkey dinners, if I'm lucky, and wheat. And let's be honest, when was the last time you saw a kid excited about coloring wheat? Your beige friend, who?
Brown crayon.
Beige Crayon. Beige Crayon. Okay, here we go. See that one? Duncan, Gray Crayon here. You're killing me. I know you love elephants, and I know that elephants are gray, but that's a lot of space to color all by myself. And don't even get me started on your rhinos, hippos, and humpback whales. You know how tired I am after handling one of those things? Such big animals. Baby penguins are gray, you know. So are tiny rocks, pebbles. How about one of those once in a while to give me a break? Your very tired friend, Gray Crayon. That is a lot to color, those big animals, isn't it? Okay, see this one? Okay. Dear Duncan, you color with me, but why? Most of the time, I'm the same color as the page you are using me on, white. If I didn't have a black outline, you wouldn't even know I was there. I'm not even in the rainbow. I'm only used to color snow or to fill in empty space between other things. And it leaves me feeling, well, empty. We need to talk. Your empty friend, White Crayon. And here's The White Cat in the Snow by Duncan. You see the cat's eyes and little nose? Okay, here's this page. Hi, Duncan. I hate being used to draw the outline of things that are colored in by other colors, all of which think they're brighter than me. It's not fair when you use me to draw a nice beach ball and then fill in the colors of the ball with all the other crayons. How about a black beach ball sometime? Is that too much to ask? Your friend, Black Crayon. Here's this one. Dear Duncan, as Green Crayon, I am writing for two reasons. One is to say that I like my workloads of crocodiles, trees, dinosaurs, and frogs. I have no problems and wish to congratulate you on a very successful coloring things green career so far. The second reason I write is for my friends, Yellow Crayon and Orange Crayon, who are no longer speaking to each other. Both crayons feel they should be the color of the sun. Please settle this soon because they're driving the rest of us crazy. Your happy friend, Green Crayon. Here's the next one. Dear Duncan, Yellow Crayon here. I need you to tell Orange Crayon that I am the color of the sun. I would tell him, but we are no longer speaking. And I can prove I'm the color of the sun too. Last Tuesday, you used me to color in the sun on your Happy Farm coloring book. In case you've forgotten, it's on page 7. You can't miss me. I'm shining down brilliantly on field of yellow corn. Your pal and the true color of the sun, Yellow Crayon. You think that one's next? Mm-hmm. Dear Duncan, I see Yellow Crayon already talked to you, the big whiner. Anyway, could you please tell Mr. Tattletale that he is not the color of the sun? I would, but we're no longer speaking. We both know I am clearly the color of the sun because on Thursday, you used me to color the sun on both the Monkey Island and the Meet the Zookeeper pages in your Day at the Zoo coloring book. Orange, you glad I'm here? Ha! Your pal and the real color of the sun, Orange Crayon. Here's the next one.
He's so small.
Dear Duncan, it has been great being your favorite color this past year, and the year before, and the year before that. I have really enjoyed all those oceans, lakes, rivers, raindrops, rain clouds, and clear skies. But the bad news is that I am so short and stubby, I can't even see over the railing in the crayon box anymore. I need a break. Your very stubby friend, Blue Crayon.
That's the new color.
You like that color?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do too.
Well,
Okay, Duncan, okay, listen here, kid. You have not used me once in the past year. It's because you think I am a girl's color, isn't it? Speaking of which, please tell your little sister I said thank you for using me to color in her Little Princess coloring book. I think she did a fabulous job of staying inside the lines. Now, back to us. Could you please use me sometime to color the occasional pink dinosaur? Are you okay? Okay. Can you get it back up? Can you please use me sometime to color the occasional pink dinosaur or monster or cowboy? Goodness knows they could all use a splash of color. Your unused friend, pink crayon. There's that one. Hey, Duncan, it's me, peach crayon. Why did you peel off my paper wrapping? Now I'm naked and too embarrassed to leave the crayon box. I don't even have any underwear. How would you like to go to school naked? I need some clothes. Help! Your naked friend, Peach Crayon. Well, poor Duncan just wanted to color. And of course he wanted his crayons to be happy. And that gave him an idea. When Duncan showed his teacher his new picture, she gave him an A for coloring. Can you see the picture?
No.
Wow, that is quite a colorful picture, isn't it?
It needs more blue.
It needs more blue. And an A+ for creativity. That's a good one, isn't it?
Yeah, that might be my favorite one. Like,
Yes.
he does it when he glows and he's naked.
Yeah. Okay, we have another book to read. Are you guys ready for another one?
Yeah.
Okay. This one's called Ada Twist, Scientist.
I have that one.
Do you like it?
I know.
Okay, good. You can help me.
I know that one.
Okay, Ada Marie said not a word till the day she turned 3. She bounced in her crib and looked all around, observing the world but not making a sound. She learned how to climb and made her big break, with a trail of chaos left in her wake. She ran through the day chasing each sound in sight and didn't slow down till she conked out at night. You guys want to see these pictures too, don't you? Ada Marie. Wow, she is busy. Having trouble with the page there. Her parents were frazzled but tried not to freak as Ada grew bigger and still did not speak. Clearly, young Ada, with lots in her head, would have something to say when it ought to be said. Here, I'll show you all the picture. Okay, there you go. There's the picture. That's just what happened when Ada turned 3. She tore through the house on a fact-finding spree. Hey, you guys want to sit down here so that the kids out there can also see what we're doing? Is there enough room for you to sit?
I can't.
Can you scooch over just a little bit? Scooch just, there you go. Then you're scrunched? Okay, I think we have enough room. There we go. Thank you, that's very helpful. So let's start that page again. That's just what happened when Ada turned 3. She tore through the house on a fact-finding spree and climbed up the clock just as high as she could. Her parents yelled, "Stop!" as all good parents would. Ada's chin quivered, but she did not cry. She took a deep breath and she simply asked, "Why?" Here we go. There's the picture. See her on the clock? That looks a little dangerous, doesn't it?
That's impossible.
Why does it tick and why does it talk? Why don't we call it a granddaughter clock? Why are there pointy things stuck to a rose? Why are there hairs up inside of your nose? She started with why, and then what, how, and when. By bedtime, she came back to why once again. She drifted to sleep as her dazed parents smiled at the curious thoughts of their curious child who wanted to know what the world was about. They kissed her and whispered, "You'll figure it out." Here's the pictures.
I can't see.
I'm coming around. There you go. Okay. Why, what, and how? Lots and lots of questions. Oh, hi, you're standing up again. How did that happen?
They couldn't see what was in the ground. How?
Should we sit back down again?
Let's
Please?
do it stop. Why did you?
I'll show you the pictures, okay? You just sit there nicely so everybody can see. I'll show you the page. Her parents kept up with their high-flying kid, whose questions and chaos both grew as she did. Why, what, how, when, why? What does it do? What is it for? Why won't it? Will it be the same? When will it? Why does it? How? How does it? All kinds of questions.
That's a bunch of questions.
Lots of questions. Even Miss Greer found her hands were quite full when young Ada's chaos wreaked havoc at school. But this much was clear about Miss Ada Twist. She had all the traits of a great scientist. Sit down, please. Sit down, please. I'll show you the picture, okay? There you go. There you go. See the picture? Okay.
Why is one not blasting?
I don't know. Ada was busy that first day of spring, testing the sounds that make mockingbirds sing, when a horrible stench whacked her right in the nose, a pungent aroma that curled up her toes. Zowie, said Ada, which got her to thinking, what is the source of that terrible stinking? How does a nose know there's something to smell? And does it still stink if there's no nose to tell? She rattled off questions and tapped on her chin. She'd start at the start where she ought to begin. A mystery, a riddle, a puzzle, a quest. This was the moment that Ada loved best. You do? Where do you have a parent out here?
Yes.
Yeah. Right there. See? Right there. He's waving right in the back. There you go. We'll see you back. Ada did research to learn all she could of smelling and smells, both the stinky and good. One hypothesis Ada thought could be true. The terrible stink came from Dad's cabbage stew. She tested and tested, but Ada soon knew it was time to come up with hypothesis 2.
What's hypothesis?
Hypothesis is a theory about something. Okay? See the picture?
What? A dead fish.
Then Zowie, the stink struck again just like that.
What?
Hypothesis 2, it's caused by the cat. The cat couldn't make such a stink on its own. It needed perfume and some fancy cologne. So young Ada tested. The test was a flop. She started again, but her parents yelled,
Stop.
"Stop." Why did they say stop?
She was about to put the cat in the water.
Oh my goodness.
And then it would
That would be disaster, wouldn't it?
Yeah. I hope my brother doesn't do that.
I hope not either. Ada Marie, to the thinking chair now. By the time we count 3. Enough, said her mother. That's it, said her dad. Her parents were frustrated, frazzled, and mad. Why? Ada questioned. Her mother said no. What? Ada queried. Her father said, go. You've ruined our supper. You've made the cat stink. Enough with your questions. Now sit there and think. She looked at her parents. Her heart turned to goo. Poor Ada Twist didn't know what to do. We have a lot of standing uppers again, don't we? Let's sit down so everybody can see, okay? See? Can you guys sit down? There's plenty of room, and I'll make sure you see the picture. You see the picture, honey? Okay. Can you sit down for us? Thanks. See the picture? Okay. What do you think is going to happen to Miss Ada Marie? Sit down. Here, sit down in front, okay? I'll show you. Okay. Ada Marie, she sat all alone by herself in the hall, and Ada once more could say nothing at all. See, there she is, sitting in her thinking chair. See? And so Ada sat, and she sat, and she sat, and she thought about science and Stu and the cat and how her experiments made such a big mess. Does it have to be so? Is that part of success? Are messes a problem? And while she was thinking, what was the source of that terrible stinking? Ada Marie did what scientists do. She asked a small question, and then she asked two. And each of those led her to 3 questions more, and some of those questions resulted in 4. As Ada got thinking, she really dug in. She scribbled her questions and tapped on her chin. She started at why, and then what, how, and when. At the end of the hall, she reached why once again. There she is, thinking in her chair. All those different questions. See? Can you sit down in front, hon? Okay, guys. Can you sit back down again? Can you sit back down again so everybody can see? Okay. Her parents calmed down, and they came back to talk. They looked at the hallway and just had to gawk. No patch of bare paint could be seen on the wall. The thinking chair now was the great thinking hall. They watched their young daughter and sighed as they did. What would they do with this curious kid who wanted to know what the world was about? They smiled and whispered, "We'll figure it out." Look at all of her equations and questions and doodlings on the wall. Wow, that is amazing, isn't it?
Yes.
And that's what they did, because that's what you do when your kid has a passion and heart that is true. They remade their world. Now they're all in the act of helping young Ada sort fiction from fact. She asks lots of questions. Hey, everybody will be able to see, okay? Just sit down, please. They remade their world. Now they're all in the act of helping young Ada sort fiction from fact. She asks lots of questions. How could she resist? It's all in the heart of a young scientist. See? Okay, everybody see the picture?
No, it was a huge ladder.
Yeah.
See the picture?
There you go. That looks like quite an interesting and curious area for her, doesn't it? And as for that smell, what can Ada Twist do but learn all she can with her friends in grade 2? Will they discover the stink that curls toes? Well, that is the question. And someday, who knows?
Someday, who knows?
The answer's on the next page.
You think? You've read this one before. Someday, who knows?
Right there. Poisonous shoes.
Oh. Would you like to tell us what the answer is?
Her brother's stinky shoes.
Her brother's stinky shoes. You have to look very carefully. See in the bottle right there? Here, get down a little bit, guys, because see all the kids out there? They need to be able to see too. See the bottle, guys?
Yeah.
Her brother's stinky shoes. Thank you for helping us solve that mystery. You are all such great listeners. Thank you.
Did I miss any pages?
Just a couple, but you caught right up with it. Okay? Thank you, guys.